Hello everyone, welcome back to our English class and I am your English teacher. So student, you can call me Teacher Mai. It's nice to see you again. So student, for today we are going to have fun together with our program of ENOZ and Junior Brown. But before we move to our program, teacher have one more song for you, and this song is called Hello Song. Alright student, can you remember our song?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent, so now please stand up. We are going to sing and dance with Hello Song. So now let's say it out.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together. E-N-O-Z, kids. We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. How are you today? How do you feel today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
It's nice to be here with you.
And let's turn around.
Let's turn round and round and round.
Let's shout.
And shout, yeah! Let's turn round and round and round. And shout, yeah! It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Let's do it again.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together.
E-N-O-Z, kids.
We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. Move your body in, move your body out.
Move your body like this.
And shake your body around.
Let's turn around.
Let's turn round and round and round. And shout, yeah! Let's turn round and round and round. And shout, yeah! It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Good job everyone, you are a good dancer and good singers. Alright student, before we move to our program, teacher have some question to ask all of you. And my first question that teacher want to know is, student, how are you? So now, how are you today? How do you feel everyone? For today, are you sleepy? Student, are you sleepy?
No, teacher.
Good job. If you are not sleepy, how about this one? So now, student, are you sad? Student, are you sad?
No, I'm not.
Very nice. If you are not sad too. So now, how about this one? Are you happy? Student, are you happy?
Yes.
Good job. So now, you have to repeat and act follow me. So, you will say, I am happy. Your turn.
I am happy.
Wonderful. Alright, teacher have one more questions. So now, student, let's look at the window. Oh, let's look at the outside. And now, please tell me, for today, how's the weather today? So, student, how's the weather? For today, is it snowy? Student, today, is it snowy?
No, it's not.
Oh, good job. For today, it's not snowy. Alright, if it's not snowy, how about this one? For today, it is rainy. Look at the outside. For today, it is rainy.
No again.
Good job. For today, it's not rainy too. Oh, look. Can you see the sun over there?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, it's so bright and shine. For today, it is sunny. Is it sunny?
Yes.
Good job. Alright, student. You have to repeat and act. Follow me. It's sunny today. Your turn.
It's sunny today.
Wonderful. Alright, let's move to our program that teacher told you. For today, we are going to have fun with our program of ENOZ and Junior Brown. Please pay attention. Look. So for today, we are going to have fun with our Magic Phonics Book 1. Alright, let's look at our screen.
ENOZ Magic Phonics Book 1
Book 1.
Unit 5
So now, student, for today, we are going to learn with Unit 5. And our title that we are going to learn is letter M, followed by letter N, and the last one is letter O. So student, do you know how to pronounce the sounds of each letters? Oh, that's okay. Let's find out together with part of vocabularies later. But before we move to the first part, student, please bring your student book beside you. Please bring your Magic Phonics Book 1. Please bring it beside you. And after that, please open your student book on page 37. Page 37 is look like this. Let's begin with part of story. Alright, student. Let's look at our screen. So now, today, we are at the hospital. Oh, what is happening? So now, look. This one, who is she?
She is a nurse.
Good job. She is a nurse, and the nurse, she is wearing a white uniform. Oh, and then look at them. Now we have two lady and one baby. So maybe we can call them is panties. But oh, what's wrong with them? What's the matter? So now let's find out later, student. But let's listen to our story together. Please pay attention and listen it carefully.
M is for map, milk, and melon.
This for M. Then
N is for nose, neck, and nurse. O is for onion, olive, and orange.
Alright, it's end up of our story. But that teacher told you why they are at the hospital for today. Oh, maybe they are getting sick. Look at this lady. Oh, she got the red nose. Maybe it's the stuffed nose. Oh, maybe she is getting cold. Student getting fever like this. Oh, this lady. Oh, she touched her neck. Maybe she's a sore throat, student. Oh, sore throat is like a like this. But let's look at the first sentence of our story. And this sentence is talking about letter M. And M is for map, milk, and melon. And you will see each word that begin with letter M. M is for map, milk and melon. And now we change to letter N. At letter N we have nose. Coming up next with neck. And the last one with nurse. And you will see each word that begin with letter N again. And now let's move to letter O. And letter O is for onion. Oh, this onion. And followed by olive. Olive is the green olive. And then the last one we have orange, student. And you will see each word that begin with letter O too. Oh, that teacher told you for today we are going to learn how to pronounce the sounds of letter M, N, and O. And we have to learn the words that begin with each letter too. Alright, student, let's practice more with part of story. And the first half, let's listen to our story one more time. And after that, we are going to practice more with how to read our story. So now, please pay attention and listen to our story.
M is for map, milk, and melon. N is for nose, neck, and nurse. O is for onion, olive, and orange.
Alright, student, let's move to practice more with part of sentence. And let's start with the first sentence, student. Our sentence is listen.
M is for
So now repeat after me. M is for your turn.
M is for
Letter M is for listen.
map, milk, and melon.
So now student repeat after me. Map, milk, and melon. Your turn.
map, milk, and melon.
Excellent. And now keep going to the next sentence, and our sentence is listen.
N is for
Repeat after me. N is for your turn.
N is for
Excellent. Now let's move to the words that begin with letter N. And our sentence is listen.
nose, neck, and nurse.
Alright, say with me. Nose, neck, and nurse. Your turn.
nose, neck, and nuts.
Excellent. Alright, let's move to the next sentence. And our sentence is listen.
O is for
So now repeat after me. O is for your turn.
O is for
Good job. Alright, let's move to the last sentence of story part, student. And our sentence is listen.
onion, olive, and orange.
Alright, repeat after me. Onion, olive, and orange. Your turn.
onions, olive, and orange.
Excellent. Alright, we are finished with part of story already. So now let's move to the next part. And this part we call part of vocabulary. We are going to learn how to pronounce the sounds of letter M, N, and O. Let's start with letter M, student. And this one you will see two M. And this one we call big M, or you can call uppercase M. And followed by this small letter. This one we call small m. Or you can call lowercase m. And letter M sounds listen.
M, M,
Listen it one more time. M sounds.
M. M.
Alright, student, repeat after me. M. M. Your turn.
M. M.
Good job. Let's practice more. Listen and say.
M. M.
Your turn.
M. M.
Excellent. Alright, let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter N. Letter N. And this one we call big N. Or you can call uppercase N. And followed by this letter. And this letter we call small n. Or you can call lowercase n. And what the sound of letter N? So listen it carefully.
N. N.
Listen it one more time.
N. N.
So now repeat after me. N. N. Your turn.
N. N.
Good job. So now student, let's practice more. Listen and say.
N. N.
Your turn.
N. N.
Excellent. Letter N sounds N. 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 Alright student, let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter O. And this one we call big O. And another way you can call uppercase O. And now followed by small one. And this one we call small o. Or you can call lowercase o. But letter O sounds, listen.
O. O.
Listen it one more time.
O. O.
So now repeat after me. O. O. Your turn.
O. O.
Good job. But now let's practice more. Listen and say.
O. O.
Your turn.
O. O.
Excellent. Alright student, let's practice more with the next part. And this part we are still with part of vocabulary. Now we will learn all the words that begin with letter M, N and O. Let's start with the first word. And this word we call listen.
Map.
So now repeat after me. Map. Your turn.
Map.
Alright, now let's spell the word map. And map is begin with letter M. Your turn.
M.
A.
A.
P.
P.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
Map.
Your turn.
Map.
Good job. This one we call map. And now let's move to the next word. And this word we call listen.
Milk.
So now say with me. Milk. Your turn.
Milk.
Alright, let's spell the word milk. And milk is begin with letter M. Your turn.
M.
I.
I.
L.
L.
K.
K.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
Milk.
Your turn.
Milk.
Good job. This one we call milk. So now keep going to the next vocabulary. We are still with letter M, student. And this one we call listen.
Melon.
Repeat after me. Melon. Your turn.
Melon.
Alright, let's spell the word melon. And melon, we have letter M. Your turn.
M.
E.
E.
L.
L.
O.
O.
N.
N.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
Melon.
Your turn.
Melon.
Melon. Alright, keep going to the next letter. And this letter is begin with letter N, student. And this one, look at our picture. Oh, this one. So, our words we call listen.
Nose.
So now, say with me. Nose. Your turn.
Notes.
Alright, let's spell the word nose. And nose is begin with letter N. Your turn.
N.
O.
O.
S.
H.
E.
E.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
nose,
Your turn.
Notes.
Excellent. Alright, keep going to the next vocabulary. This one, look at the arrow, the red arrow. And this red arrow point to this body part, student, this one. So our vocabulary is listen.
neck,
So now repeat after me. Neck. Your turn.
Neck.
And now let's spell the word neck. And neck is begin with letter N. Your turn.
N.
E.
E.
C.
C.
K.
K.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
neck,
Your turn.
Neck.
Excellent. This one we call neck. Alright, student, keep going to the next vocabulary. This one, look at this lady. And this lady, she is wearing the white uniform. And our vocabulary is listen.
nurse,
So now repeat after me. Nurse. Your turn.
Nuts.
And now let's spell the word nurse. And nurse, we have letter N. Your turn.
N.
U.
U.
R.
R.
S.
H.
E.
E.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
nurse,
Your turn.
Nuts.
Good job. This one we call nurse. She is a nurse. Alright, student, let's move to the next vocabulary. Look, now we change from letter N to letter O. And this one, this picture we call listen.
onion,
So now repeat after me. Onion. Your turn.
Onion.
And onion is begin with letter O, student O. But now let's spell the word onion. And onion is begin with letter O. Your turn.
O.
N.
N.
I.
I.
O.
O.
N.
N.
So now student, listen and say.
onion,
Your turn.
Onion.
Good job. Onions. Alright. Let's move to the next vocabulary. And this one we call listen.
olive,
Repeat after me. Olive. Your turn.
Olive.
And now let's spell the word olive. Olive is begin with letter O. Your turn.
O.
L.
L.
I.
I.
V.
V.
E.
E.
Alright, student, back to you. Listen and say.
olive,
Your turn.
Olive.
Olive. Good job. So now let's move to the last vocabulary of this part. Oh, look. What is it?
Orange.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright, let's listen to our last vocabulary, student.
orange,
Orange. That's it. That you told me orange. That's correct. Oh, so now who like to eat orange?
Me.
Oh, good on you, student. Orange is a good fruit for your health. And now let's read our vocabularies. So now listen this carefully.
orange,
Say with me, orange. Your turn.
Orange.
And now let's spell the word orange. And orange is begin with letter O. Your turn.
O.
R.
R.
A.
A.
N.
N.
G.
G.
E.
E.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
orange,
Your turn.
Orange.
Very nice. So now it's end up of our vocabulary parts. So students, let's move to the next part. And this part is called part of activity. So please bring your student book beside you too. And please open it on page 34, student. Page 34 is look like this. Part A. And part A, listen, check the picture and the letters. Listen, check and the picture. Check the right picture and the right letters. So now let's begin with the first vocabulary. And before we listen, look at our picture first. This one, look at the baby, maybe the baby. Let's look at the red arrow. And the red arrow is point to this part, student, this part of body. And now let's move to the lady. And the lady, she is wearing the white uniform. And our vocabulary is listen.
Nose.
Nose, student, nose. So now, which picture is for nose? It would be the picture of the baby, or it would be the picture of the nurse.
The baby one.
The baby one. So now, let's find out together. Good job. And now, back to you. Let's find out the right letter that begin with the word nose. Nose. And the word nose is begin with letter M, or letter N, or letter O.
Letter M.
Letter N, are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
So now let's find out together with letter N. Good job. Alright, let's move to the next picture. And this picture we have two picture choice. This one we call onion, and this one we call orange. And our vocabulary is listen.
Orange.
Orange. Which one is the picture of orange? It would be the first picture, or it would be the second picture.
Second picture.
You see the second picture. Alright, let's find out together. Excellent. And now back to you. Let's find out the right letter that begin with the word orange. It would be letter M, or letter N, or letter O.
Letter O.
Letter O. So now let's find out together. Good job. Alright, let's move to the next picture. Now look at the first picture. This one we call map, and followed by the second picture, and this one we call melon. So now our vocabulary is listen.
Melon.
Melon. So which one is the picture of melon? It would be the first picture, or it would be the second picture.
The second picture.
The second picture. Alright, let's find out together. Good job. But the word melon is begin with letter M, letter N, or letter O.
Letter M.
Letter M. So now let's find out together. Excellent. So now let's move to the next picture. And now teacher have two picture choice again. This one, the lady who is wearing the white uniform. And now let's move to the second picture with the green one that we call olive. And our vocabulary is listen.
Nurse.
Nurse, student. Which one is the picture of nurse? It would be the first picture, or it would be the second picture.
The first picture.
The first picture. So now let's find out together. Excellent. But the word nurse is begin with letter M, or letter N, or letter O.
Letter N.
Letter N. So now let's find out together. That's it. So now we are finished with part of listen, check the picture and the letters already. So now let's move to the next activity. And this activity we are going to listen to other picture, and after that check the right letter that's back to our picture. Let's start with the first one, student. And our vocabulary is listen.
Olive.
Olive. Olive. And the word olive is begin with letter M, letter O, or letter N.
Letter O.
Letter O. So now let's find out together. Good job. So now let's move to the next picture. And this picture we call listen.
Neck.
Neck. And the word neck is begin with letter O, letter N, or letter M.
Letter N.
Letter N. Alright, let's check it out together. Good job. Now let's move to the next picture. And this picture we call listen.
Milk.
Milk. Milk. And the word milk is begin with letter N, letter O or letter M?
Letter M.
Letter M. So now let's find out together. Good job. Alright students, let's move to the next activity. This activity, we are going to find the right picture that match to other letter. And after that, check the right picture too. Let's start with this letter. And this letter we call letter N, student. And letter N is begin with the word of this picture, map. Is this correct?
No.
If you say no, how about this picture? And this one we call nurse. Nurse. And this picture we call nurse. Is this correct?
Yes, it's nuts.
If you say yes, let's find out together. Good job, then listen.
Nurse.
Nurse. And now let's move to the next letter. And this one we change to letter O, student. And letter O is begin with the picture of orange, or is begin with the picture of neck.
Orange.
Orange. If you say orange, let's check. Good job, then listen.
Orange.
Orange. So now let's move to the next letter. And this one we change to letter M, student. And letter M is begin with olive or melon.
Melon.
If you say melon, let's find out together. Good job.
Melon.
Melon. So now let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter N. And letter N is begin with nose, or is begin with the word of onion.
Notes.
Nose. If you say nose, let's find out together.
Nose.
Good job. Alright, let's move to the next activity. And this activity, we are going to check the right letter that begin with the first word. And now, let's look at the picture. Let's find out the right letter that match to our words. And this one we call neck. Neck. And the word neck is begin with letter O or letter N.
Letter N.
If you say letter N, let's find out together. Good job.
Neck.
Neck. So now let's move to the next picture. Now we change to the white one, student, and this one we call milk. Milk. And the word milk is begin with letter M or letter N.
Letter M.
Letter M. So now let's find out together. Good job.
Milk.
Milk. So now let's move to the next picture. And this one we call olive. Olive. And the word olive is begin with letter O or letter M.
Letter O.
Letter O. So let's find out together.
Olive.
Olive. Alright, let's move to the next picture. And this one we change to this picture. And this one we call onion. Onion. And the word onion is begin with letter N or letter O.
Letter O.
Letter O. So now let's find out together. Good job.
Onion.
Onion. So now let's move to the next activity. Now this activity we are going to look at the letter choice, and after that drag is letter that match to our word. And now let's followed by drop the letter that match to complete our word too. Let's start with the first picture, student. This first picture we call map, and followed by this picture we call neck, and the last one we call olive. Now let's look at the word choice. Sorry, the letter choice. We have the green letter we call letter O, and followed by the red one that we call letter M. And this one, the blue one, we call letter N. So now let's look, drag and drop. Let's start with the first picture. And the first picture we call map. Map. And the word map is begin with letter O, letter M, or letter N.
It's begin with letter M.
It's begin with letter M. So now let's find out together. Good job.
Map.
Map. And now let's move to the next picture. This picture we call neck. And the word neck is begin with letter O or letter N.
Letter N.
Letter N. So now let's find out together.
Neck.
Down, neck. And the last one, this one, we call olive. And the word olive is begin with letter
O.
O. Oh, look, we have only one letter O. So now let's drop and draw. Good job.
Olive.
Olive. So now let's move to the next activity. Now we are still with this activity, look, drag and drop. So let's look at our pictures. This one we call milk, milk. And next one we call orange, orange. And the last one we call nurse, nurse. And so students, let's look at the letter choice again. Now we change the color from the red one we call letter M, and followed by the blue letter we call letter N, and the last one, the green one we call letter O. So now let's start with the first picture. And this one we call milk, milk. And oh, what's letter that's missing?
Letter M.
Letter M. Good job. So now let's drag and drop. Excellent.
Milk.
Milk. And now let's move to the next picture. And this one we call orange, orange. And the word orange, what's letter that's missing?
Letter O.
Letter O. So now let's find out with letter O. Good job.
Orange.
Orange. And the last one, this one we call nurse, nurse. And the word nurse is begin with letter
N.
N. Yeah, this one we have only one left. Good
Nurse.
job. Nurse. Alright, let's move to the last activity. And this activity, student, let's fill and complete our word. Let's start with the first picture. And this one we call onion, onion. And the word onion, what letter that's missing?
Letter O.
Letter O. So now let's fill letter O in the blank like this. Is this correct?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together.
Onion.
Good job. This one is onion. So now let's move to the next picture. And this one, look. This one we call nose. And the word nose is begin with letter
N.
N, letter N. Now we are complete our word nose. N-O-S-E. Is this correct?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together.
Nose.
Good job, nose. And now let's move to the last picture. This one, the green one, and this word we call melon, melon. This picture is for melon, and the word melon is begin with letter
M.
M. Now we are complete our word with melon with M, E, L, O, and N. Is this correct?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together.
Melon.
Good job. This one we call melon. Alright, students, we are finished with part of activity. So now let's move to the next part. And this part we call part of chants. And this chants we are going to practice how to sing our song that we learned from our unit 5. And look at our board, student. You will see letter M. And letter M, what the sound of letter M?
M sounds M.
Good job. M sounds M. And this time you have to say the sounds of letter M 3 times with M, 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 like this, and followed by this picture that begin with letter M. You will say map, milk, and melon. So you will sing M, 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 and followed by map, milk, and melon. You have to sing like this. And now let's change to letter N. And letter N, you have to say and sing the sounds of letter N 3 times again. And letter N sounds N, 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 like this. And letter N's we have nose, neck, and nose. And now let's change to the last letter that you see without the word. You will see letter O, and letter O sound O. And letter O we have onion, olive, and orange. So now students, let's listen to our song, and don't forget to sing our song together. Let's chant. And sound. Next one.
milk, melon,
Then let's move to letter N.
nose, neck,
Next one.
nurse,
Next change to letter O.
onion, olive,
Last one.
orange.
Alright, it's end up of our song. You rather good singers. Alright students, don't forget to practice how to pronounce the sounds of letter M, N, and O. And don't forget to pronounce the sounds of each picture. M is for map, milk, and melon. And now, let's move to letter N. N is for nose, neck, and nurse. And the last one, O. And O is for onion, olive, and orange. Don't forget to practice how to pronounce the sounds of letter and the words too. Good on you students, for today you are the best. And now let's move to the next part. And this part we are going to do other exercise on your workbook or your worksheets. But students, please bring your workbook or your worksheets beside you. And our workbook and worksheet is look like this. And if you have the workbook, please open your workbook on page 20 and 21. You will see like this. And don't forget to bring your pencils, your pens, your colors, or maybe you can use some crayons. It's according to you. Let's start with the first part of our exercise. Now, let's start with part A. And part A says, trace and write the letters. Trace and write the letters. Let's start with letter M, student, with big M, or you can call uppercase M. Letter M, you have to write down 4 lines. Let's start with the first line, student. Follow the arrow, number 1, and then number 2. Now let's move to number 3. And the last one, number 4. Like this, follow the line, student. You have to write this beautifully more than teachers. And now, let's move to the next letter M too. Let's do it 2 more. M, let's start with number 1, number 2, and number 3, and number 4. Like this, do it 1 more time. Sorry, it's 2 like this. And now let's move to small m, or you can call lowercase m. And lowercase m, let's start with number 1 like this, followed by number 2. And next is number 3. It looks like letter N, but 2N. And closely letter N, but let's do it 2 more. M, small m, 3 line, 1, 2, and 3, like this. Have you finished with letter M?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now let's move to big N, or you can call uppercase N. Teacher will change the color, and letter N we have 3 lines. Let's start with the first line. The first line, follow the line like this. Number 1, drawing a straight line, and followed by number 2. Oh, sorry, it's not beautiful. You should follow the line, student. Follow the shadow. And the last one, number 3, thread the lines. And now do it 2 more. Let's start with number 1, followed by number 2 and number 3. Let's do it 1 more time. Oh, just thread the line. And like this for big N. And now let's move to small n, or you can call lowercase n. Lowercase n, let's start with number 1. Go straight the line, and followed by number 2, like this. That teacher told you is the same letter M and letter N. Oh, it looks like a twin. But letter M, you have to write down letter N 2 more. This one, but letter N, do it just only one, and this line for the curve. Next, like this. Alright, have you finished with letter N?
Yes.
Excellent. Now let's move to letter O. Oh, it looks like a circle O, student. And letter O, you have to drawing a circle. Follow the line like this. And then let's do it 2 more. It's the easy letter to write and draw the letter. But it's not circle, I think. But student, you have to do it beautifully more than teacher. You have to draw a circle letter for letter O. Do it for a small letter O. Like this. Have you finished with part A?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now let's move to part B. And part B, student, we are going to write the missing letters. Write the missing letters. Let's start with number 1. And number 1, we call map. Map. And the word map is begin with letter
M.
M. Let's write down small m. And don't forget to complete all the words, because this one is the shadow, student. It's not clear all the word. Let's do it. Map, complete all the word. A and T, like this. So now let's move to picture number 2. And this picture we call milk. Milk. And the word milk is begin with letter
M.
Letter M. Good job. And complete all the word. L and K. Like this. So now keep going to picture number 3. And this picture we call nose. And the word nose, what letter is missing?
Letter N.
Letter N. Good job. Let's write down letter N. And don't forget to complete all the word that teacher said. Oh, excellent. So now let's move to number 4. And number 4 we call neck. Neck. And the word neck, what letter is missing?
Letter N again.
Letter N again. Very nice. So now let's write down letter N. And don't forget to complete all the words. Like this. Have you finished with part B?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now, let's move to the next activity. And this one we call math and write the letters. Math and write the letters. Before we math the right word to the right picture. Let's complete all the words together. Let's start with the first one, and this one blank and leaf. This one we call olive, and the word olive is begin with letter
Oh.
O. Very nice. Let's write down letter O, and don't forget to complete all the word. So now back to you. Which picture that for olive? It would be the first picture, the second picture, the third picture, or the fourth picture.
Picture number 4.
Picture number 4. Very nice. Let's connect the line from olive to picture number 4. So now, let's move to the next word, and this word we call nurse. Nurse, and the word nurse is begin with letter
N.
N. Very nice. N. Don't forget to complete all the word too. And which picture of the word nurse? It would be the picture number 1, picture number 2, or picture number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2, excellent. Let's connect the line from the word nurse to picture number 2. Alright, let's move to the next word. And this word we call melon. Melon. And the word melon. What letter does missing?
Letter M.
Letter M. Good job. Sorry. And don't forget to complete all the word. So now back to you. Which picture that for melon? It would be the first picture with picture number 1 or picture number 3.
Picture number 3.
Picture number 3. Good job. Alright, let's move to the last word from part C. And this one we call orange. Orange. And the word orange is begin with letter
O.
O. Let's write down letter O like this and complete all the word. And now, which picture that for the words orange?
Picture number 1.
Picture number 1. Very nice. Because we have the picture number 1 left. This one for orange. So now students, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Good job. Let's move to the last activity. And this part we call circle and write the words. Let's start with picture number 1. Picture number 1 we call milk. Milk. And the word milk is begin with letter M or letter N.
Letter M.
Letter M. Good job. Let's circle letter M. And don't forget to complete all the word with milk. M,
I, L, and K.
Like this. So now let's move to picture number 2. And this picture we call nose. Nose. And the word nose is begin with letter O or letter N.
Letter N.
Letter N. Good job. Let's circle letter N. And don't forget to complete all the word. Let's rewrite again with nose.
N.
And followed by
O,
O,
S,
S,
and E.
like this. Excellent. So now let's move to picture number 3. And this one we call onion. Onion. And the word onion is begin with letter M or letter O.
Letter O.
Letter O. Very nice. Let's circle letter O. And don't forget to rewrite New words again with all onion.
N I O N N.
O and N like this. Excellent. So now let's move to the last picture of our activity. This one we call map. Map. And the word map is begin with letter N or letter M.
Letter M.
Letter M. Good job. Let's circle letter M. And don't forget to complete our word. Map.
M A N P.
Like this. So now students, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. You are the best. But before we say goodbye, teacher have one more song for you. And this song is called Skida Maringa. Please stand up, stand up. We are going to sing and dance with our song. So now let's say it down.